Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Astroneer with your friend Kuros Paladin. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Astroneer. And in the last episode of Astroneer, I had started a makeover of the Glacio base. And I spent about another hour after the episode, did a lot of work, and I'm pretty happy with it. So let me show you what was. The base used to be right over here, kind of where this crossroads is. So we got the road that goes that way, the road that comes that way goes through, and then we've got this road that comes through that even splits off to that direction. So what did become of the base? So it moved quite a distance to over here, and here is what we've got now. We have a nice wide open base. Everything is kind of in a circle, or an arc I should say. I brought in some of the green grass so I could have something that looks a little nice. We got a parking area over here. I may eventually connect up over to that road over there, but a nice little parking area. We've got our shuttle landing pad up here. Of course, our shelter is distant enough from everything so it's kind of nice and quiet. Little guy can get some sleep. And if you're looking around and you're wondering, but Kuros, where's all your power? Where's all the power production? Yeah, we've got some wind turbines, and on Glacio, that's not a bad thing, right? I mean, this is throwing out 10U. These are throwing out 1.5U each. That's throwing out 5. So right there, that's 18U. But that's only when the wind is going. What happens when there's no wind? Well, that's okay. We've got our TGs. But since, they're not as pretty to look at or whatever, all that kind of stuff, well, that can just live in the basement. So down here in the basement is where all of our power production is. Now right now it's just 2 RTGs, and we've also got the oxygenator down here, which isn't needed because the shelter is part of the network, and the shelter itself has a built-in oxygenator, so redundancy. And of course I've got power cables that stretch out underground so that, as you noticed up above, everything looks nice and clean. I believe the shelter is right... I don't remember where the shelter is. It's somewhere around here. I believe it's right here. I'm looking... Yeah, it's right here because that is the cable that goes to the shelter. And this is always dangerous because all it takes is like accidentally clicking that and then it disconnects. Or up above clicking that cable and it disconnects. And then you have to dig another hole to get it through there. And then you got to paint over it. But anyhow, I like this layout. It's nice and wide open. It is so much better than what was here. And I'm just happy with it. I also put in, I had dug out a large area over here for, I can't remember what resource it was. So we have our own little like balcony here. I don't know what to call it. Our little window that looks out. I think it was hematite, yep, because there's some down there. And I may get around to, painting down here, getting some color down here. In one of my other saves, I've collected 44 distinct colors. I think there's even more still to go. But I'm not going to do that in this save. So, here we are. I have the Glacio base makeover. So, it's looking really good. I don't know if I like this little bit hanging out there. Oh, but I didn't want to get rid of that. Oh, well. And we still have our floating compound. So I'm just going to leave that. I just think it's really kind of neat that that just kind of floats there. So, alright. So, In this save, other things that I want to do, I've mentioned I want to get resources stocked back on Silva. So I've got over on Silva very low amounts of some of the more critical materials. I don't have any titanium. So here on Glacio, I do have a titanite extractor. It is thumping away down here. So we'll go down, and then I have to remember which direction. I believe it is this way. Yep, follow the road. All the way through here. Whee! And yep, here's our titanium, or titanite extraction. And it's almost halfway. You can see it's almost to the halfway. 186 of 400. Right there is the halfway mark. So it's just doing its thing slowly. And once it gets there, then I'll just refine that into 400 titanium. That should cover me for titanium for almost every need I could possibly ever have. As far as bytes go, I'm pretty certain I've got everything I need. Almost 300,000 and almost everything unlocked. Not everything is unlocked because there's just some items I don't see any point to unlocking. You know, the recreational sphere, it's kind of a, a neat little gimmick, but it really has no value add. I really want to get some of those boom. What are those? I should have looked at the name of it. Boom. Shoot, I can't remember it. Boom-a-loon. Boom-a-loon. So it's like balloon, but it's boom-a-loon. I want to get some of those just because I like having a little garden over on Silva, and I might even have a garden going at some of the other bases too. I really have a lot of fun laying out the bases and decorating them, making them look nice. The form follows function, so get the base to be functional first, and then when that's done, it doesn't have to look like it's just thrown together and everything. It's just tossed to the side, and yeah, this works here. Hey, it's nice to straighten out the racks a little, the platforms a little bit, and paint the ground, especially on like here, make it green, or on Calidor, make it green, just to make it feel a little home. I imagine Astroneers, their homes are like Silva, so green. What do we got up this way? What is this way? Did I do this last episode and I just don't remember? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I have my own little backdoor entrance. Okay. I could have did that. That's the quick way to the titanium or titanite extraction. Because, yeah, I think it's... Well, if I pull up the compass... okay, well, it's actually that way. So... and then the red beacon, that's a hematite deposit that I may get back to at one point. So anyhow, here we are. We're doing fairly good here on Glacio. But I just want to get that titanite extraction going. Another thing that I'm going to need a lot of is hydrazine. Hydrazine. I have ammonium being extracted on both Atrox and Calidor. Over on Silva, I've got graphite being extracted, which will help with graphene, which helps with the nanocarbon alloy. But I really need a lot of hydrazine. In another save, I have over 800 ammonium that I've collected. And then I realized, I don't know why System Era did this. We've got these great canisters to hold 432. Hydrazine, the container largest, is 24. And I wasn't going to build 100, or maybe not 100, but 20 or so of these containers just to be taking up space. So, yeah, I need to get a lot of ammonium, just have it ready. And then on each planet, I just have a container of hydrazine sitting there so that I can always refill as I needed to. And then I've gotten to the point also where I just swap out the oxygenator with another 24 canister, a canister of hydrazine. That way I've got a full tank of gas if I ever need it. So what I want to do, I've got 12 launches here. That's going to be enough. I'm going to hit Atrax, Calidor, and check on... Oops, I hit F, not V. I'm going to check on Atrax, Calidor to check on the ammonium extraction that's going on, because these auto extractors do freeze up sometimes when you load the game. I haven't figured out what causes that. So this is Calidor, and then Atrax right in front of it. Let's go to Atrax first. So I'm going to have to get a production line going back on Silva to help with turning this ammonium into hydrazine. So, oh yeah, and there's the whatchamacalls that I've got. Terrain analyzers, which I'm not going to do anything here on Atrax, but this gray that gets spit out from the terrain tool is just so bland. I would love to get a different color. Okay, it looks like it is operating. Let's go check on how much ammonium we've got going here. 257, not bad. And then I'm going to play a little game. I'm going to pick this up. So you can see where the level is right now. That looks like about maybe 50 it'll extract. I'm going to pick it up and just drop it right back down, kind of right where it was. Boom, and then look at that. Now, I don't know if that truly resets it to it thinks there's that much there or not, or if that's just a bug in rendering the amount. That could be why they freeze up on me, because I play that little game. Last thing, I just want to watch it do one cycle just to make certain before I walk away that the arm will grab it and drop it in. Okay, there we go. All right. So 258, excellent. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's just fill that in. There we go. Okay. Turn that off. There we go. So Atrax is going well. I got a whole bunch of squash, or whatever, you know, the holiday event, Halloween event stuff there, because this is where Captain Clueless and I had our production that converted the seeds into squashaline and so on and so forth. Plenty of organic there. In fact, what I'm going to do... What is this? Oh yeah, I boxed up exocache, yeah. So I can explode that back on Silva, I think. I'm going to grab this large storage. I'm going to take that back to Silva. But we're going to do this. Move that there, move that there. Then we're going to put this back. Except I just dropped it right back on. There we go. I don't need the beacons on here anymore. Since vehicles now show up on the compass, I guess I don't need beacons on them anymore. It's just a carryover from my paranoia when vehicles would just fly off into wherever. And then you could never find them again. But now you can find them if they end up getting lost. Or if your little guy dies and he was near a vehicle and you don't know where that was, you can use the compass to get back to where the vehicle was. Alright, you're going to go to Calidor, check on that ammonium extraction, take a sip of my really cheap Soda Stream Dr. Pepper knockoff here, because I don't know. I don't know why I made it. I just did. So, oh, nasty. Okay. So it just went over the horizon. Here it comes back. Oh, that's really slow. There we go. Excuse me. And for this one, if I remember, I do have to take a buggy over there. So yeah, this one you can see this circular arc, whatever. It kind of works out for a base. In another save, I have the base in like the island of roadway. So I have the main road, and then it splits to go on either side of the production part of the base. And the base is inside, but I really limited the space that I've got there, and I'm already running out of space. Now this one looks like it has stalled, because it ain't doing anything. Although it is really darn close. It is almost 75% full there. So let's go ahead. We're gonna do a boom, boom, and then there we go. So, and then just watch, make certain that it does complete. So this one's going to be done hopefully fairly soon. And then that will allow me to get some hydrazine production going, so that way I can continue using my shuttle liberally. Because while the gateway chambers and engines are a great theme to the game, as far as travel, they're very inefficient. Alright, so I just saw it do that, and while I'm here... No, that's looks like it's... I can't tell. Because I may need another good wolframite deposit to set up an extractor on. I did have one going onto solo, perhaps. This is the problem with having about 6 save games going. I can't remember if that was this game where I had it or not. But we're going to go back to Silva now and take inventory and see what else I need. I know for certain I needed ammonium, and I know I needed titanite. So we're going to take stock in some of the other things that I do need to get going there. So, alright, let's just take a quick look around here. What else do we got? Actually, you know what? I've got... Yep, I do have a chemistry lab here. So here's what I want to do. Explosive powder. We've got a sulfur, we've got a carbon, and we've got another carbon. Let's just get some dynamite. Although now I think about it, I had a... Nope, I do not have dynamite on there. Okay. And we're gonna explode this. Because exo chips are... they're kind of rare now. So fireworks, dynamite, there we go. Ah yes, nothing like wandering around with dynamite strapped to your back. That seems like a good idea, right? So let's take this off to the side. Actually, I'm going to try something. I want to see if I also blow up one of these exo research aids. So we're going to set it down right there. We're going to take this. We're going to attach it right there. We're going to run away. Boom. And nope. Okay. I guess I can't blow that up. Oh well. Of course now I can't. Oh! I was so excited to blow something up, I forgot to unpack it. Oh well. I just wanted to blow something up. Hey, just blow it up. Oh well. Okay. Let's head back to Silva. Go back home. you are. So I do have notes that are somewhat visible to me. I've got them up on my corkboard above my desk. So that way I know which planets have extractors on them. I'm also going to make notes of what resources I need. Alright. Boom. So we're going to take this. And here's something I also love about the, whatchamacall, the hoverboard. You can get around with these things now. Look at this. You can just move this around, do this with shuttles, all the big items that normally you can't wander around with. So, alright, we're going to swap you out. Or I thought we were. There we go. And let the game chew on that so I get some carbon. Let's turn on our back line, our back end. That was the front end to turn it. There we go. Oh, wait, no. No. I already messed up. Alright, turn you back on though. So now I gotta chase that. Wherever that organic went, there it is. Oh, I don't even have a copper hanging out back here. Alright. Copper. Where do I have copper? Steel, iron, titanium, aluminum, tungsten, copper. Okay, so let's just drop that. There. Okay. Alright, so we'll let that, carbon go there. Okay, come on, grab it. Because I want to put this one back because it has all the medium storages on it. There we go. And it is Labor Day weekend here in the US, so I live in white trash hell, so you might be hearing some people with their hot rods going by on the road outside. I apologize. Okay. So I always forget which one of these is front. This is the front. There we go. Alright, so let's take an inventory of what I need. So I have more than enough of the big three, right? Look at that. 396 resin, 385 compound, 127 organic. More than enough there. Quartz, I should have enough. Graphite, I've got an extractor going. In fact, now that I think about it, let me go check that extractor. I should have done all this before the start of the episode. I'm pretty certain it's over here. Yep. Oh, and I just realized something. You're probably hearing the title music, or title screen music, because I forgot about that bug. So you have to... Did I actually do it? Wait a minute. Enter store. So it starts that. There we go. Okay. Ah! I haven't been drinking. Just haven't been driving a buggy for so long. Yep, this one looks like it has stalled. Although, if I remember, there wasn't a lot left in this deposit. Even though it looks like there's a lot. So where are we at? 294. Probably have to move that one at some point. But graphite is really good because graphene is what gets you titanium alloy, which gets you the nanocarbon alloy, which gets you RTGs and large containers. Even though I think I have enough large containers, I could still probably use a couple more RTGs. And of course, at some point, I don't know if I'll do this on screen or not, I want to stock up on exo chips. And the best place to do that, from what I have seen, are the moons. So De Solo or Novus seem to be the best places to find exo chips. Surface of Silva, you'll find them occasionally, but you just scour and scour and scour, and it just seems to never really find any. So, alright, so graphite, we've got that going. And I made certain that that's kicked off. That way it can run for the rest of this recording. So, copper, we're set. Looks like we're pretty good on tungsten. Alright, so maybe it was De Solo, this save, that I had that. Aluminum, pretty good. Aluminum is so easy to come by, though. I'm not going to be too concerned about it. Titanium, 72. Iron, could go back and start on that one deposit over on Glacio once I get done with the titanium over there. Zinc, the only reason I would want a lot of zinc is for the terrain analyzers, because I do want to get a number of other colors. Our carbon is very important for steel. So carbon, getting that up there, but really it's just grabbing a lot of organic, and I can either go and mow lawns, or I could just spin it up out of the soil extractor. Ceramic, could really get some more of this. Ceramic is a good one to have a lot of. Glass, I think I'm set for now, but that is very important for a lot of the smaller canisters, especially if I remember the gas canister, soil and gas canister, or fluid, soil and fluid canisters, I believe is a glass and a plastic. And if I'm going to have a lot of hydrazine, I'm going to need a lot of glass to build the containers for that. So, and then as far as the hydrazine production, I could get that going here. There's two ways I could do it. Probably what I would end up doing is I would have a third chemistry lab. I'd have one or two medium canisters spitting out ammonium. I'd have one, I'd just take one of these hydrogen, have it spitting out hydrogen, and then I don't know, I'd either let this be blank or I'd cover it, but just something to allow an automation. Oh, that would be, no, this would be where it would suck up the hydrazine, I'm sorry. So it would be a hydrazine canister. But yeah, I can only get 24 at a time. So, alright, I think what I would like to do is also work on some of the composite materials that I need. So, lithium is another one I should get, because that's for RTGs. I've got explosive powder going on here, not too much. That will be very important for exo chips. Tungsten carbide would be nice for the VTOL, vertical takeoff landing thing, because that is actually really handy. Having one of those handy on each planet, or available on each planet, really great, because it just allows you to scout very fast, and terrain is not an issue. And it allows you to do it really fast. So some tungsten carbide would be good. I'm going to need plastic. I'm going to need resin. So plastic is carbon and compound. So another reason for carbon. Rubber is resin and organic. And silicone is resin, quartz, and methane. So, gonna need to grab some more stuff. Now, I had to find where I dropped off all of my auto extractors. I thought I had a number of them. I really did, but I don't know where they all ended up unless they're all on other planets doing things. Or they might just be packed up on other planets. Let's go ahead and turn those off. But, okay. Let's pick one thing that I'm going to need. At this point, I think aluminum would be a good one to get going. Because it's useful, especially since aluminum alloy seems to be in demand at some points. I'm going to wait on the titanite extraction so that I can then move that over and continue on iron. Alright, so enough about that. Let's actually address doing the aluminum extraction. So, let's find somewhere that I can do aluminum. Now, a really good place to do that probably would be Glacio, because Glacio always seems to have aluminum all over the darn place. Oh, I forgot. I don't have a QTRTG on the back of this guy. I've got plenty of sphalerite here, though. Plenty of sphalerite. Plenty of quartz. Which I probably have... Gosh, look at all the sphalerite I've got around here. But no aluminum. Or I should say laterite. Alright, let's get rid of the floaty bit. There we go. No laterite. So, what I'm probably going to do to save all of you the boredom of the searching is I'm going to search for malachite either here or on Glacio and get an extractor going on it. I also want to check out some of my other bases. I know from memory I've got a good layout over on Novus, a good layout on Glacio I just saw, a good layout on Atrox, a good layout on Calidor. So, wait a minute, let me do this. Atrox, Calidor, Silva, Novus, Glacio. So the other ones I don't remember off the top of my head, Visania and De Solo. How much hydrazine do I have? 6. We're running really low on hydrazine. Yikes. Yeah. Very low on hydrazine. Very, very low. Let's go ahead and refill. Okay. So we're gonna restock the shelves here. I want to get some malachite. I said malachite. What I really meant all that time is laterite. That's the aluminum ore. I want to get hydrazine production going, and once I get that chain going, I can show off what I'm doing. I try to avoid auto arms just because they're not really necessary for that type of thing. You can really get away doing all of it on one of these extra large platform Cs. So hydrazine, we're going to need to get some carbon going. So I could either just start dumping the organic I got here and smelting it into carbon. I need to get some glass going. So yeah, I need to get stuff going. Gonna do a lot of that off screen. Idea is get everything restocked and then verify Visania and verify De Solo have good layout bases, because I honestly can't remember what's on either of them at the moment. And with hydrazine being as limited as it is, not really sure I want to waste hydrazine just going to them. I also was talking about how I wanted to see if I could get this to work, my little vacuum. Haven't been able to get it to work quite yet. Still going to try a couple ideas, though. And I'll show off that, too. So, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I really didn't do a lot, but we've got... Oh, yeah, I got my partial organic here that I can't pick up. But we got Glacio going. We're going to restock the shelves here on Silva, and I want to get, of course, the other bases up to speed as well. And I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Astroneer. I need to find something new to do. I might start a new save fairly soon, because so much has come out. The missions have come out. The new vehicles have come out. Automation has come out. This save was started way back shortly after 1.0, if I remember. And I want to start a save with all the new content. So, everybody, I hope you had a good time. I will see all of you in the next episode of Astroneer with your friend Kuros Paladin. Take care and bye.